Friends, let me tell you something. This bridge on which I stand on, this is the New Richmond Bridge crossing the Kalamazoo River here in Allegan County. And this bridge was actually built in 1879, and it had car traffic on it for several years. I remember as a little boy, when I was young, I hated crossing this bridge on our way to Holland. When Dad would take us to Holland to go see Grandpa and Grandma, we'd cross this old bridge with a car. You could only go one at a time. It took us to Holland eventually, and it was a challenge to cross it because it had wood planking. It was very, very fearful as a young boy. As a matter of fact, when you come here at night, it was very dark. This bridge is unique because of its age and because it was the original road to Singapore over by Saugatuck. Saugatuck and Singapore were sister cities on the lake shore, and Singapore was eventually buried by sand. But this road would take us all the way to Saugatuck if we followed it through. All right, I'm standing on the part of the bridge that pivots. This used to turn like this, and again, the boat traffic would come down the river, come this way, and it would be able to pass by because the bridge would be turned. And one of the things I want to show you that just really stands out is how narrow this is. Now, you look at me, you see the spans that I have. Now, this is barely 8 foot wide, and yet cars used to go down one way and down the other. And what they'd have to do is, before you would cross the bridge, you'd have to park at one end, scan, and then you'd drive across. And as a little boy, I remember that the noise that this thing was making, because this is all wood planks. If you can see the wood planks on the ground here, it would just creak and groan and crack as you're going over it. And as a kid, it would scare me to death, especially at night. When Dad would come across the bridge here with a car, there'd be no lights. This is all dark back up in here. Again, it's still pretty rustic, and it's beautiful. If you ever get a chance, come on out and check this out, because it's very beautiful back down in here, but it's very dark at night. And so this black expanse of water we would cross, and I remember as a little boy just kind of doing like this as we'd cross it, and hear the bridge cracking and groaning and so on. But it's all good memories. But I'll show you something else here real quick. Come on down here. All right, this is the north end of the bridge, and when you would come off the span, you'd come down this little hill right here, and then you'd have to drive up through here. Now, this was a little bit wider back when I was a kid, but I want you to notice something here, because the road actually went underneath the railroad tracks. And if you can see the expanse there, how narrow it is, you couldn't get a semi-truck through here. There's no way you could drive any type of big truck through here at all whatsoever, but you'd have to go up underneath here. And again, that was one lane. You come through here, this would be one lane, and you'd have to sometimes park here, honk your horn before you could go up underneath. And again, it was always a little bit hairy, and my wife's giggling, but I'm going through all these childhood memories of being fearful, amen, but it was a good thing. It's just a beautiful place. We're going to take a couple more shots and we're going to get out of here. But again, encourage you, if you ever want to go out for a ride, come down here to New Richmond and check it out. It's a gorgeous place, well worth the trip.